He's got bad. Very accurate. Beautiful. You make the guy. Wow! Muhammad Ali ripped it. And once again, he goes down. The question is, can he rise up again?
The inevitable.
But one thing that I do see that I do not like about Crawford, and I think we won't get a real sense of what he really is until he moves up, is just like Adrian Broner. He's used to getting hit by these smaller guys. Everybody has touched him, and I don't like that in the smaller weight classes. If you look at Lundy landed some nice punches, but that punch at 140 against a guy who's 5'8" to 5'10", however you want to look at it,
bigger man.
Maybe if they fought, or if he fought a shorter guy at 135, lightweight, that might be different. You know what I mean? It might be, or even at 140, if you just fight a lower competitor, it might be different.
It's a gift and a curse. It's a gift and a curse.
Right.
Because I think it's in him to do that. Like, and it's strange too, because you have a lot of different funky little styles, right? And some people's style is to take your shot, but here's the thing too, right? That's not like a Mayweather style or nothing like that. And Broner, to me, he does something different. But it's like, you won't hit the guy with the same shot again, though. So some guys, they'll take your shot just to see how and get you comfortable. And as the fight goes on, you won't have that same punch, and the dynamics have changed. The question is, against the heavier punchers, how will that style hold up for him?
Right. Well, I just think that you can get lured into a false sense of security. And so like with Broner, for instance, right? He just sat there in front of the smaller guys, laugh at them, do a little shoulder roll in the middle of the ring, not effective at all. But he didn't move his legs, and it's habit building. So now when he fights a harder puncher, does some of the similar things that he was able to do at 130, 135-ish, and around there, that same punch is different, and those guys know, and they that their punch is different, and they gonna keep swinging for the fences. And I always said, just like with Broner, and that's what I'm saying about Crawford, is one thing I said about Broner when Broner was on his hot streak, when he was beating all those smaller opponents, said we won't know who Broner is until Broner steps in with somebody 147, 140, 147 who can really punch. That's when we gonna find out who he really is. The first time he stepped in the ring with one of those guys,
Marcos.
It didn't pan out right for him. So with Crawford, I want to see him in there with somebody who can crack a little bit.
But see, like those are, I think, and there is like truth to what you're saying, right? But I think there's a slight difference, right? In that what Broner does is something different, and it's actually a flaw, in my opinion. I think he doesn't really study his opponent like he should in the ring, though. In the ring, and that's a key thing. And that's kind of like why Floyd says, I don't watch much film, because when a guy gets in the ring, he's subject to do something different. That means, like, when Floyd gets in the ring with him, he's already paying attention to certain people's hitches and tips and tendencies that they making while they in that particular fight.
Right.
Broner kind of doesn't do that. He's just kind of doing his thing and trying to impose himself on you, right? And he's just trying to be cool like Floyd and them. I like Broner, and I'm not dissing him at all. But Crawford, on the other end, the shot he gets hit with in the first, maybe second, he really won't get hit with again. And his whole thing is changing the fight, That's his whole strategy. That's why he switched to southpaw. His whole thing is to lure you into a false sense of security, and then, disarm you, and set you up, take you to deep waters and drown you.